Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am just doing a spring look. I know a lot of people did like spring Easter looks, but I've just been so busy. So this is just a typical spring look, but there's like bright blue in my eyes. But just so you guys can see, it's just a bright look. I am using the piece de resistance is just this Maybelline Eye Studio Quad in Spirited Seas. I did win this in a giveaway by TX Mommy of Boys. I will link her channel down below, but it's just these beautiful blues. And yeah, so I just wanted to show you something that was a little brighter and really, in my opinion, wearable. I wore something similar to this to work last week, and when my husband saw me in the morning before he left for work, he was like, oh, you look really pretty. So the main color is this brighter blue, which might be a little bit scary, but it actually is really just a pretty eye brightening, eye widening color. So if you want to see how I got this look, just stay tuned. Some of it's going to be sped up and it's just to music. It's not going to be a talk through because I don't know how to do like voiceovers and stuff like that. But I hope you guys enjoy. Thumbs up or comment down below if you like this look, if you like this kind of format, or if you want to see more looks. So I will see you guys in the next video. Stay beautiful and stay blessed. Bye. So we're going to get started off by applying this Urban Decay Eden eyeshadow primer onto our lids. I just put that directly onto your lid and blend it out from the lash line all the way up to your brow bone and even underneath, just because we will be applying some shadow there as well, and it helps prevent creasing. Then we're going to take this NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in the color Milk and put this directly onto just the eyelids, right up into the crease, and just go ahead and blend that out with your finger as well. You could always use a brush if you want, but I just use my finger, and this really helps to make the lighter eyeshadows pop, make them a lot more vibrant, which is exactly the kind of look that we're going for. And now we're going to be taking this City color in White Gold. This is an eyeshadow mousse. I actually got this in an Ipsy bag from April. I'm applying this with a flat brush. You could always use your finger. It just can get messy getting under your nails. But this is a beautiful white gold color, and we're just putting that right all over the lid. And that's going to provide a nice sheen as a base that will show through some of the eyeshadow that we're going to apply later on. And now we're taking the main palette for this tutorial, and it's Spirited Seas, the Eye Studio Quad from Maybelline. We're just going to take that first lighter color and apply it directly onto the brow bone. This will be a nice highlight. Then taking that last color, which is a lot darker, and putting that with the same brush that we've been using, just right into the crease, focusing the color on the outer corner, and then just in circular motions blending it and dragging it into the whole crease and then down to the lash line just a bit for that darkened outer V. And just make sure you blend really well. And blend. And I'm even going to go onto the lower lash line just so there is some kind of color. You want to make sure you don't ignore your lower lash line because that really does help to pull the whole look together. Now this light blue is definitely the star of the show. It is so bright, so pretty. It really does remind me of like an ocean blue. And I'm just taking that flat brush that we used earlier, going to just apply that all over the lid, and then going in with that darker blue and a more detailed like pencil-like brush almost, that something a little more pointed. We're going to concentrate the darker blue into the corner and then drag it into that brown that we applied earlier and into the crease. And then just keep going circular motions back and forth and really blend everything together because you want everything to be perfectly blended and seamless. And I'm not fast forwarding this part because I think it's really important to see the actual blending and the back and forth and applying color on the lower lash line. So you really just want to take your time with this so everything looks cohesive. I'm just going back in with that really light color and just touching up any of that blue that we lost while we were blending everything out. We really want that to be like a nice pop of color so that when you blink, you know, you could just see this like shimmer. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous color. If you still have this in your area, if you come across it, I would definitely pick it up. And if you have it in your collection, I would definitely take it out and use it. And then just go ahead and blend the colors out again. Now we're going in with Urban Decay 24/7 Velvet. This is the black velvet liner. I also got this in an Ipsy bag, and I just quickly run it along my lower and upper lash line. I did tight line, but I cut that out because no one wants to see that. So just go ahead and not too neatly apply that to your lash lines. And then I go ahead and use this little like smudgy, oh, that's me fixing my eyebrows, never ending story. It's a little smudge kind of brush thing. You can even use your finger if you want, or a regular pencil brush, but I go ahead and use that just to smudge out my lash line and kind of create a wing. Now I'm going in with my L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara, which I absolutely love. And you can see it really does volumize. I did curl my lashes right before this, and I do go on the top of my lashes just to hold that curl. Sometimes it does dot my lids over my eyeshadow, but you'll see in just a moment that I do go ahead and clean that up. And I'm just applying another coat to the other lashes as well. And you don't need to see everything. You guys know how to put on mascara. And here I am just cleaning up with the same brush that I've been using all along. You just have to wait a few seconds for your mascara to dry up a bit, and then it'll flake or blend right in and it won't smear or mess up your eye makeup. So I kind of just brush that right off in my crease with my crease brush. Now this is the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. It is amazing. Of course, I'm out of frame for most of this demo, but it's a really tiny, tiny wand. This was a gift from a subscriber of mine, and I am just so thankful. It's a great mascara. It really minimizes smudging and flaking and any kind of mess that might happen with other larger mascara wands. Now I have my Rimmel Exaggerate Lip Liner in East End Snob, and I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips and then fill it in. And this is one of the L'Oreal Collection Privee lipsticks. This is the J.Lo one, which I absolutely love. And then I'm just going to top with that with my Mary Kay at Play gloss. This is like a jelly gloss in the color Berry Me. And that completes the look. I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know in the comments down below what you've been loving, what looks you've been trying, or anything you might want to see from me. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay beautiful and stay blessed. Bye, guys.